This is crazy right now. Okay. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jaden back with another video. Basically, as you can see, I'm going to be installing these hood vents. They are a lot more extreme than the stock vents, but they should be able to get a lot more heat out as well. And I'm just going for a new look. I don't really see these too much, so just thought I'd try it out. They're going to be painted black too. I know it's been a long time since I made a video. Apologize for that. A few months ago in the wintertime, I broke my ankle. I'm walking on it right now, but I'm still in the healing process. But yeah, a few months ago, long story short, broke my ankle and just couldn't really do anything to the car, so I was just staying inside trying to heal. We're gonna be installing these hood vents. This is also to cool down the turbo. Basically, the only thing the turbo gets is like air through that, which is next to nothing. What it's gonna look like, it's obviously gonna be bolted down. It's gonna have the underneath cut out and painted black, but after it's all said and done, I'm gonna tilt these fins like up a bit, just so because obviously they're closed right now. Now what has to happen is you have to obviously take these vents out, but yeah, you gotta cut here, and then you'll be cutting along this. And then also there's one downside to this. You delete the wiper fluid shooters, but honestly, I don't drive this car in the rain or like dirty conditions, so it should be all right. I mean, it is what it is. All right, enough talking. First things first, we have to take the vents out. All right, now that the heat shield is all removed, now we gotta just take out the hood scoop. So it's probably like 4 or 5 bolts, and then it just pops out. All right, now that everything's off and out of the way, probably gonna have to take these out now. I'm gonna see if I can remove them off this and just kind of tuck them neatly in the corner like that or something, just so it's like easy access to put them back. Just unclip from the bottom, and then what I'm gonna do is probably disconnect it from here, take this part out of the car, and then hide this somewhere neatly. I might cap this off too. So I have it tucked nicely in there, ready for if I need to put it back in, but for now it's just chilling. All right, with all the heat shield and all the tabs off the bottom of this, here comes the scary part where we have to measure on the outside now where exactly I have to cut it and put the holes to drill in. Yep. It's something like that. So basically just gotta line it up and find where I want to drill the holes. And you're supposed to drill the holes like right now before it's cut, so the hood keeps the rigidity of it and you're not like battling with it being like warped and all that shit. All right, after spending a long ass time trying to make sure these are as straight and symmetrical as possible, right now I'm going to mark where I need to measure and cut and mark the holes so I can get the holes drilled out. I have the holes basically marked and the insides lined up where I'm gonna cut. Where I'm at right now, I have everything marked off where I need to cut, where I need to drill a hole. I'm putting the tape here over because I have PPF on the front end. Putting this tape here in hopes of like, when I cut it, I'm hoping it doesn't lift this part, so I can just keep the PPF going along and then stop right here. And then, just basically just hoping it doesn't lift. All right, it might look like overkill and might look like a mess, but everything except for the parts that I'm gonna cut is masked off, whole front end, and the shield is masked off for all the shavings and stuff. I literally just grabbed whatever I could find just to cover it all up, but whatever. I want this to look as best as possible. So we're about to start to drill the holes now. I also have that there just to make sure this doesn't go all the way down, and I have this layer and then these, so there should be absolutely no shavings in the bay, as clean as possible. So all right, I have the holes drilled out, and now comes the part where I'm dreading, which is actually cutting it, because I want to make sure it's straight. I want to make sure I don't heat up any areas more than other and like warp it. But other than that, here we go, man. All right, I didn't want to film it just because I wanted to completely focus on this, but this is crazy right now. Can't believe I just cut this, but yeah, that's how that's looking. I got it pretty straight on with my lines that I made out. I'm gonna go around one of those like Dremel like sand tools and make sure all the burrs and stuff are off. Make sure it's all clean. So yeah, I basically got to make all the edges look nice, but this is how this is gonna sit. I already adjusted the fins on it to kind of where I want it. Not too crazy, but enough, All right, I got them all together and ready to paint. I'm probably gonna do a primer and then a few coats of black, but I have the bolts on there just so it hopefully gets painted black as well, because I don't want the silverware on the black, This is how they're looking right now. This is about 2 or 3 coats. I'm probably gonna put 1, 2 more on, and then yeah, I did semi-gloss black for this. All right, I started to take the masking tape and everything off, and I also didn't record this, but I put these trim guard to kind of clean up the edges and make sure like no metal and metal is rubbing or whatever. And yeah, basically just making sure all the shavings don't get anywhere. And then I'm gonna install the vents. Installing the bolts now. It's nighttime right now, but I'll probably show you in the daytime finished product, but it looks pretty good right now, yo. This is how it's looking in the daytime. I think it looks aggressive as hell, bro. What y'all think? Let me know in the comments. Looks sick as hell, bro. basically to get all the hot air out of the engine bay. I don't know if you could tell in the clips, but in person, like the turbo and the blow-off valve is so much louder coming out of there. It's insane. I think it looks aggressive as hell, bro. Like, I don't know. The side vents are cool, but I think this just completes the front end. Like, look at that. Looks good. Yeah. That's for the front end, and for the back, I have something going on for the back, so stay tuned for that. Should be happening soon. For my first time, I think this came out pretty good. I still got some more I got to do to the car. Stay tuned for that, and I'm gonna try and push out more content for you this year. If you liked the video, press the like button, comment to what you want to see next, or any type of content you want to see. Other than that, add the Instagram, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.